The Tim Heale Thirsty Thursday live stream from 7 until 9 weekly. Here's your host, Tim Heale.
Missed that one. Well, what can I say? Good evening, one and all. What a nightmare. What a day. What a momentous day today's been. Have you caught up with what's going on? Well, who couldn't make it up? There we were. All of a sudden, Boris is gone. Well, kind of gone. He's hanging on, obviously. I'll tell you what, it's really warm here tonight. But we've got quite a good show coming up, I believe. I'm believing that there's going to be quite a good show this evening. Got some guests going to be popping by. They're going to be popping in and they're going to be popping out. And they're going to be popping in from all over the place. Alice Uber the Platz. So, without further ado, we'll get on with the show. I made a few notes earlier of some of the stuff that we could have a bit of a chat about. So, before we get anybody comes into the show, what we'll do is we'll have a chat about some stuff that's been going on and kind of been overshadowed with Boris's departure, shall we say. It was talked about earlier in the week, and then all of a sudden, everything's been about Boris and kicking him out. So, right, I don't know about you. I don't have a problem with anybody. I treat everybody as I treat myself, and that's the way I am. If you know me, that's how it's done. I treat everybody the same. I don't care. What bothers me slightly is that I'm sick and tired of having LGBTQ XYZ 1, 2, 8, 9, 26, whatever, constantly pushed in my direction. I'm not bothered. Let them get on with it. But you mentioned that you're a heterosexual, straight, white male, and all of a sudden you become a racist, a homophobe, and all the rest of it. Well, I ain't. I'm just fed up with people just pushing it all the time. And if you mention, well, let's have a straight week, oh, then yeah, the world explodes. You couldn't make that up, could you? Eh? So let's calm down. Let's just live our lives. Let's not try and push ourselves onto everybody else. So let's just be nice to each other and just get on with it. If people want to be, people want to live their lives as they want to live them, let them. But don't try and infant. Just stop doing it. Now, something else that came up recently that's a big taboo, and it all got brushed kind of under the carpet. Let's face it, this got pushed aside. Grooming gangs. Apparently, I mean, it's come to light that it's been going on for decades, and we all kind of know it's been going on for decades. But people in power that could do something about it just haven't. They turned a blind eye, and it's just been going on. And then, was it the back end of last week? 2 of these convicted gang groomers have been let out of prison, and instead of being deported, they've been let to stay in the country because it's against their human rights to send them out. What's that about? I mean, it does make one very, very angry. And apparently it's not just one area, it's across the country. They've been grooming, young girls. What do their parents do? I mean, do these parents not have any influence over these young girls? Can they not point them in the right direction? Tell them what's right and wrong. And going off with somebody twice their age that rapes them, and that's what it is. I mean, it's child rape. And that's what's been going on. And there's so many police forces that have been turning a blind eye to it. It's something needs to happen, and something needs to happen fairly soon to stop it, to round these buggers up and deport them. That's where we need to get rid of this stupid ECHR, and we need to have our own human rights convention where we can deport these buggers without some irk in Strasbourg or Brussels saying, "Oh, you can't do that." And look at the fiasco over the flights the other week. Look at it. At the 11th hour, 29 minutes or 59 minutes. Oh, you can't send that plane now. And it was down to 2. Crazy, absolutely crazy. That's what we need to stop. That has to stop. We need to change the law. And hopefully, Boris's successor will come in and will have the nuts, the balls to do it. And then moving slightly on, the fiasco with all this, it hasn't stopped. It hasn't stopped. We've had calm weather for the last few weeks, and they've still been coming in their droves, and it's just not being reported. What they should be doing is, i.e., change that Human Rights Act, have our own Human Rights Act. When they come in illegally on a boat with no documentation, you bring them in, you stick them straight onto an aircraft, fly them straight down to Rwanda and process them there. Don't bring them in, put them in a nice hotel, give them loads of money and a phone and all the rest of it. No, stick them on a flight straight down to Rwanda and process them down there. But and don't give legal aid to people that aren't entitled to it. If you come in illegally, you've got no rights whatsoever on a flight out of it. Plead your case down there. Simple as. That's the way that it should be done. And all the buggers that have come in illegally on dinghies or any other illegal method coming into the country without documentation, they should also be stuck on flights straight down to Rwanda and let them plead the case down there. And let's have it done properly. If they are entitled to come here on an asylum, fine. I haven't got a problem with that. In fact, I've actually helped people come into the country legally. They've come in with the right documentation, they've gone through the right what's name, but they're stuck in hotels because the Home Office is so overrun trying to sort out all these bogus asylum seekers that are coming into the country illegally without documentation, without going through controls. They've dumped all their documents. That's wrong. And that has to stop. So anyway, jump off my soapbox on that one because I'll get too angry. It just makes me so angry. Anyway, just for a bit of a laugh, did you see what's been going on with the Halifax? I had to laugh at this. It was so funny. It's all about this Andy M and these pronoun badges. You just couldn't make it up. If you don't like our pronouns, you can leave. You can take your account somewhere else. and people they've been leaving in their droves. They've properly stitched themselves up. You just couldn't make that one up. It's so funny. And but I don't get this pronoun stuff. Why do you want to be known by a pronoun? He, her, it, she, them, they, whatnot. It's stupid. It doesn't make sense. Why can you not just call somebody by their name? Yeah. Why can you not just call somebody by their name? They've got a name tag on, Mr. So-and-so, or Mrs. So-and-so, or Gemma, or Sid. Why do they have to have he, him, they, she, that, whatever? It's daft. It is daft. It doesn't make a lot of sense whatsoever, does it? So, Boris's exit is going to cause a lot of trouble. I mean, the last week or so has been the what do you call it? The night of the long knives. I mean, the amount of people that have had their daggers out and stabbing him in the back. And this is what the opposition have been pushing for weeks and weeks and weeks to get Boris out. Well, months. Well, ever since Boris came in, really, they've been trying to oust him, and they finally managed to kind of almost prize him out of there now. But what's going to happen? I mean, if the Conservative Party have got any sense whatsoever, they are going to put in a strong leave cabinet in place. Because if they don't, if they put somebody like Theresa May back in, it's just going to continue the nightmares that we're in. And they need to sort this out. It can't go on as it is. We need to sort out the economy. We need to restart being a proper Conservative government and reduce taxes. I mean, have you seen £2 a litre? £2 a litre in places, and I've seen it £2.17 a litre. Now that's just profiteering. Whichever way you look at it, that is profiteering, and that is wrong. And it's us poor mugs that's coughing up for it all the time. Anyway, I'm going to bring my co-host, my cohort in when he stops shoving things down his throat. Are you ready to come in, Harry? Boom, you're in the room.
Hello, mate.
How you doing? You just having your tea, are you?
Just having a biscuit. Mum.
Yeah, no, I'm all right for now. I just had my dinner a little while ago.
No,
No.
I was just listening to what you were saying about the illegal immigrants.
Oh no, it's just been going
They
on for
should be turned around and
far too
towed back
long.
to France. We shouldn't be
No,
accepting them.
well, no, they shouldn't in the first place. But
No.
unfortunately, they are coming in, and because of the ECHR, we have to look after them. Well, that's fine. So get rid of the ECHR, put our own in place, which was what the ECHR was made up of in the first place. And then all you do is when they come in, they've got no documentations, they come in illegally, you take them straight to an airhead, stick them on a flight, boom, straight down to Rwanda, and then you can take your time to process them down there. And it'll cost us half the amount of money. It's costing us over £5 million a day to keep these illegal migrants in the country. And that's costing you and me and everybody that pays tax in this country.
Costing an absolute fortune, mate.
Yeah, I know. And
No, we shouldn't be accepting it.
It's bad enough that we're in this crisis that's been caused by the COVID for the last 2 years. That's put us in. I think we're in debt for about £3 trillion at the moment.
Yep.
£3 trillion
Yeah, I know.
in debt. And to service that debt, I mean, that's the borrowing. The government has borrowed £3 trillion. Put in
The thing is, they've had no choice. They had to borrow it.
Well, I mean, they'd listened to some of the right-minded experts in the first place, we wouldn't have gone into such a harsh lockdown. Sweden, look at Sweden. They didn't lock down. They gave people the information and let them make their own minds up whether they lock themselves away or they pop in, whether they put masks on or whatever. They didn't ruin their economy. They kept going. And they just gave people, if you're not feeling well, do as you would with a cold. Don't go to work or whatever.
Yep.
But they survived intact, whereas half the rest of the Western world hasn't. Anyway, right. So let me just change a thing or two here. So, boom, there's the number. So we can take in live calls. So is there anybody out there that wants to give us a call and have a bit of a chat? You're welcome.
Oh dear.
So there's the phone number.
Changing the subject a bit. We did crap in the rugby.
Oh, last Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I didn't see it. I haven't managed to catch up with it. And I was hoping to go and catch the rugby tomorrow or Saturday morning, but unfortunately, I've got to take the multi-strider up to Pro Twins. They're going to re-shod it for me. I'm going to get 2 new tyres on her and adjust the chain up. So yeah, that's what I'm doing on Saturday morning. So I'm jumping on the bike because the tyres are a little bit on the almost like slicks. Only not as grippy as slicks. So this evening we should have. So we should have a few people dropping in this evening, in and out.
Oh yeah.
I've had quite a lot of response from people saying that they can pop in for a short time, but it'll be a little bit later on. So we'll see how we get on. Yeah. So how's your day gone? How's your week gone, and Harry?
All right.
Working hard, smashing
I had
glass.
2 idiots trying to offload a 3 metre by 2 metre, 2.5 metre, 10 mil laminated piece of glass off the side of the vehicle, and they haven't got a crane to lift it with. It weighs about half a ton.
And there's just 2 of them, was there?
Yeah, there was 2 of them.
I
did say to him, I said, you ain't going to get it off. So I said, I'll give you a hand as much as I could. And what it did was it slipped against the frail, and it just chipped a bit out the top. Not a lot, just took a little chip out the top. It's going to be covered by the frame anyway. Oh no, we don't want that now. I said, you lifted it off, and now you're going to try and lift it back on. I said, good luck with that. And lifting it back on, it cracked. I said, well, that was obvious. And now they're going to get charged for it, because they said to me what happened, and I told them. I said, well, I said they lifted it off, and then they tried to put it back on. And they said, oh, did you help them? I said, I had to help them, otherwise I wouldn't have got it back on. And so anyway, lesson learned. Apparently this is the second bit that they cracked. I said, unless you get the right lifting equipment, mate, it's pointless us bringing it here. They should have the proper lifting equipment for it. So
absolutely,
if they ain't going to get that, that's up to them. I said, well, I went back to the office and I said to them, don't bother sending it again. I said, because they haven't got the proper lifting equipment. It's only going to get damaged again. So it's pointless sending it. They're going to try and lift it off again, and it's going to get damaged again. So anyway.
Well, if it ain't you that does
that's
it.
That's my moment for the day.
So, yeah, what sort of week have I had? Yeah, I've had a couple of really, really good interviews this week, and we came second last night in the pub quiz. So we've been all right there. Yeah, we
did you not beat the interlopers?
No, not quite.
Not quite.
It was only half a point in it.
Half a point.
Half a point, yeah.
I'd have had a stew's inquiry over that.
Teams. So 11 teams turned to last night. And then we
Oh,
had
right.
another quiz last Sunday night. And that was down at that was on HMS Victory in the senior rates mess. And
Right.
we came third on that. And there was nothing for third. So we're not doing
Well,
too
it's
bad
bad
as a
enough.
team.
Anyway, you looking forward to the dinner?
Yeah, it's a couple of weeks away, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, yeah, Talavera dinner. Celebrate
right, yeah.
Talavera. We're going to Talavera later in the year. So we're going to have
Oh, yeah.
do a bit of a
Yeah,
battlefield
you're
tour.
saying you're going to do a bit of a tour.
Yeah, going to do quite a few of the battlefields in the Peninsular Wars. So we're going to go down through places like Vitoria, Burgos, Salamanca, Talavera, Badajoz, Syria, Rodriguez, and a few other places on the way down. And then on the way back up, we're going to pop into somewhere around Portimao in the
Right.
Algarve and meet up with a few other friends down there. And then we're going to come up to Porto and head back from Porto back up to Caen. So that'd be quite good. So we're looking forward to that.
So what are you doing now on the bike? Or
No, I'm going in the car.
the car?
Yeah, so we've already
Row
planned out
will be with you then.
What's that?
I'll say Row will be with you.
Yeah. So we've planned out the route and everything, and booked some hotels and one thing and another, and we are what are we doing? Yeah. So, but while I'm away, we've got 2 live streams to do. So I've got a slight plan. So
I have
the
a
plan
plan.
is the plan. If it comes together, then
You doing a Baldric, are you?
well,
I
yeah,
have
I've
a
got
plan.
I have a plan. So if it works, we'll be doing a couple of live streams, remote live streams, if that makes sense, away from the studio, away from the library at the Hill Manor.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but what I also need to do is have a couple of pre-recorded shows to put up in case it doesn't work. So anything can happen. So stay tuned for that. And what the plan is like I did for the bike special last week. I shall be doing a few videos as we go around. Maybe do a bit of a point out when we go to the battlefields and try and incorporate that into the live stream and show bits and pieces of France, Spain, Portugal. We're also going to pop over to Tangier for the day. So off on a long road to Morocco and call into Gibraltar.
US, yeah.
Return to Gibraltar. So we're going to have do a few bits and pieces around Gibraltar. So hopefully incorporate some of that into the remote live streams, as it were. So we've got something to look forward to. That should be fun. So it's all a big learning curve.
Yeah.
Talking about learning curves, I'm trying out a new thing called eCam. So I'm struggling at getting into it at the moment. I've done a couple of tutorials on it, but I'm not quite sure. I should be able to link it in to be able to do live streams with it, but and have some flashy graphics going on one thing and another.
All right.
So yeah. So Should be fun.
It should be.
So, if there's anybody out there who wants to ring in and say hello, we can do that. We've got the ability to take in live phone calls, so feel free to do that. We also, in the comments box, if you want to put in a question or just say hello in the chat box, that'd be great. Just to let us know that you're there, that we're not just broadcasting to thin air, just talking to ourselves.
Just changing the subject back a bit, where you was talking about Boris and putting Theresa May back in charge. That would be the worst thing they could ever do.
Oh, Christ, yeah. And to call another a Snapchat general election, I don't think that'd go down too well with anybody at the moment.
No.
But if
this,
what's
he was saying about Labour wanted this, they wanted it to go on a bit more.
Yeah.
So they dig the knives in further and further, because they're not really leading in the polls.
No, at this stage in the election cycle, I mean, they should be about 20 or 30 or even 40 points ahead. They're nowhere near.
But it's not working, because everybody's fed up with watching him get up on his feet and still have a go at Boris when he should be asking questions about things other than Boris.
Yeah. I don't know whether you watched PMQ's back, but it's just crazy.
Oh, yeah.
He has massive, great open goals.
Yeah.
And he misses it every single time.
Correct.
I mean, he had a golden opportunity to properly stick the bayonet in, twist it and pull it out on Boris this week. And he just didn't do it.
No.
And all that's happened is all of Boris's government have been sticking a knife in for him. But I mean, all this is really comes down to Boris's own fault. This has been Boris's making. He's put himself into this position.
Topped it out.
Yeah, he hasn't listened to what the public really want, what the public really care about.
Not just the public really want. He hasn't been listening to his own.
No, his own party either.
No.
And I don't think Rishi Sunak's helped too much. I mean, he could have gone an awful long way to saving both their bacons by reducing I mean, they just done a minor, or they changed the threshold for we'll come to us in a second. National insurance, to say 20,000 people out of the paying national insurance. That's great, yeah. But that sends about some people with about £300 extra a year. Whoopee. £300 a year, that don't go far, does it? That's even less. That's less than £1 a day. Yeah. So that's not going to make a massive difference to many people at all.
No, it's not.
But to cut 20 or 30 pence off a litre of fuel would go an awful long way to helping out, and they're still getting it. Do you know how many times they tax you on your fuel? It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Absolutely ridiculous. You're taxed on your wages,
yeah,
and then you buy your fuel and you're taxed on that, and it's
on that point. As well. The price of fuel has actually plateaued, but the prices are still going up at the pump when they should be coming down.
Yeah.
So that's down to the
profiteering.
That is down to the
oil companies.
Oil companies. They're just profiteering off of it. We haven't used up the stocks yet. We haven't used up this. We haven't. Bollocks. That's a load of big crap.
What they do is, because they've been hit with a windfall tax, they're just recouping that.
Yeah.
And that's all they're doing. They're just recouping the windfall tax that they've been stung with, which for us, I mean, we're paying for it.
Yep,
I mean,
we are.
£2 a litre is just ridiculous. And now,
Well, because I've got an older car, I'm having to put in the higher grade fuel, and that's now £2.04 a litre.
Yeah. Well, I when I came back down from the motorbike festival, I had to stop off at services and put some in. £2.07 a litre for petrol.
Ridiculous,
Well,
isn't
you
it?
couldn't make it up.
Well,
you
in those
couldn't make
cases,
it up.
all I do is put in just enough
Yeah, that's all
to
I
get
did.
motorway. Is that what you did, was it?
I put a fiver's worth in it, barely moved it until I could get somewhere.
Yeah, I think that's what I'd do. And all.
It got as far as the next pump.
It's a bit like the joke that's going around at the moment. They call the police. Who's robbed you? Pump number 7.
Yeah,
What was it? Something on there? It said they was putting the masks on, and it said COVID. People were wearing the masks like that, and then it said today, and the people were wearing the masks over their eyes.
But it is. I mean, it's just crazy.
Tell you what, they might
it's
as well
not just that.
it's bloody Dick Turpin.
So the knock on of all of that is that everything else is going up.
Yeah. Yeah. And even in the glass industry, the prices have gone up by about 70%.
Yeah.
Because of transportation.
Transportation costs, the cost of fuel, the energy to fire up the furnaces, because that's how they make glass. I
mean, they use
everything
tremendous amounts of energy to make a glass. Absolutely tremendous, and it never stops. It's on 24/7. Yeah. 366 and 365 days a year.
So who do you get in touch with? Where's it all going to end? I mean, we ain't. I certainly ain't seen much of an increase in my pension.
No.
I mean, trying to live on a pension nowadays is crazy. I mean, it just ain't going far.
You pensioners.
Oh no, I just have to keep cutting back and cutting back.
Before long, I'll have to on the foie gras.
Yeah, cut down on the champagne.
That was something else I mentioned.
Maybe have to forego the glass of wine at lunch.
Funnily enough, on the radio today, they was mentioning about that. The House of Commons, they have no actual perception of how much it costs for everybody to live.
No.
Because they've got their subsidised restaurant, the subsidised bar, and everything else. So that while they're paying about £1 a pint, we're paying something like flipping God knows what for a pint.
I mean, you're looking at ridiculous amounts. Oh, yeah. Guess what? What's what? That? We have got another special guest joining.
Woo!
So, here we go. Good evening, Lou. How you doing?
Fine, thank you very much. And you?
Welcome.
Hello, Lou.
Thank you. Hiya.
That's Harry.
Hello, Harry.
Hello.
Okay, so Harry,
Sorry?
Harry's an old mate of mine. We go back about 1,000 years. When we were both sort of centurions together.
Yeah, we were together when centurion was a rank, not a tank.
So, have you been busy today,
well,
Lou?
Harry?
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's a slight
get
bit
used
of
to this.
latency
Not
on
used
there.
to being online.
No. Do you want to turn your phone sideways?
Sideways. That
Yeah.
way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
portrait, not landscape.
That'll change, or should do.
It's not obviously on auto rotate, is it? Hang on, I'll go back.
No.
Hang on.
That looks very bright there.
Oh.
Whoop. Whoop.
Yeah.
Disappeared.
She'll be back. Just drop her down one till she comes back. So we've been having. Oh, here we go.
To get my daughter to.
She's back in the room.
Yeah. Kids Day.
Yeah, bless her when she comes in. Yeah, I mean, like 100 acres, and so yeah, it's really kind of cute and quaint out here, you know.
Lovely. How's the nags?
Oh, they're really well actually. There's a couple. Well, I've got a few of them down here, but I don't know if I can show you. I can take you out.
Oh, outside broadcast.
Yeah, here we go.
So,
I don't know what you can see out there, but there's a couple of goats that are now looking, and then a couple of horses in the background.
Brilliant.
Yay!
And there's an art.
Yeah, so the goats and the horses.
Brilliant.
Yeah. So what's the topic tonight then?
Well, we've talked about all
Anything.
sorts of things, but we've covered Boris so far. We've covered the migrant crisis. We've covered grooming gangs. We've covered what else do we cover? We've had a pop at most things.
Oh Christ! What do you think about what's the take on Boris then?
Well, it's been the sort of the weak and the long knives. I think they've all been out stabbing him in the back, giving him no room for manoeuvre whatsoever.
Yes.
But he's only resigned as leader of the party at the moment, but he's staying on as prime minister until they get somebody in place.
Yeah.
So we just hope that they get somebody that's a lever and has some balls to be able to take the country forward, to put into place everything that Boris should have been doing, like getting us out of the ECHR, scrapping the Northern Ireland Protocol, getting Article 16 scrapped, and making sure that we don't get these bogus legal aid claims to keep people in the country when they've got no right to it whatsoever. And I think that's the way forward, and it needs somebody with a bit of nous to be able to do it. And I'm not sure who they've got at the moment. There's lots of people saying that sort of Ben Wallace could possibly be. He's the defence minister at the moment. He's staying in post. Lots of people are saying that Penny Morden or Steve Baker could step up to do the mark. So I think time's going to tell, and I think the Conservative Party need to get a finger out and get it done fairly swiftly.
Yeah, they're looking a bit shambles at the moment.
Yeah, leaving
once
Boris
they
where
it'll go pretty quick.
Oh, Shelley, can you just get my phone to go portrait? That's my daughter. She'll do it for me.
Hello.
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 Greetings.
This is Tim and Hammy.
Hello.
Yeah, you're going out to the world at the moment.
I don't know.
How do I get to go portrait? You know, auto rotate so it flicks.
Oops, no.
Yep.
I don't know.
You can tell this is live.
Oh, this is live.
Yeah, we're going out to the world.
Say hello, world.
It's fine. Yeah.
Right, she's running off to do her makeup now.
Yeah, bless her.
As far as I can tell, we've got about 2,300 odd out there, possibly across the world.
Yeah, Sophie's a bit yeah.
Oh, it's just gone up to just over 3,500 now.
There you go, Sophie. You brought up 3,500. Jesus. my daughter. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sophie.
Yes, dear Sophie.
Come back, Sophie. You put the ratings up.
Yeah.
Here you go. Here you go. Take a picture. Where's Winston? Here you go. You've got to see Winston as well.
Oh, Winston.
This is the fabled Winston.
Yeah.
Hello, Winston.
Hello, Winston.
He is smiling.
Hey, how you feeling, Winston? Ruff.
Give him a kiss, Winston.
Yeah. Winston, our favourite rescue dog. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
One that's rather fond of horses' legs, but never mind.
What, peeing up them?
No, that's what. Yeah.
So you had a good
Oh.
week so far then, Lou?
Yeah, had a good week. Yeah, it's always been interesting. Was it Weymouth at the weekend? And we'd just gone down there and with my other half's daughter and her other half and child and my mother, my elderly mother, who did incredibly well. She's in her 80s, 86 actually. And we thought she might sort of struggle a bit, but no, kept up all the way. Went to the vintage steam show in
Was it good?
Yeah, it was really good actually. Really enjoyed it. It's just it's so quaint. I mean, like the health and safety is a bit non-existent there, which is what makes it so lovely. Nothing's been,
Big leather strap going around and working all this machinery.
Yeah, loads of working machinery and steamrollers just rumbling around, and you just sort of like, yeah, I mean, everybody just moves out the way,
Yeah.
Yeah.
As you do. I mean, you don't need.
Well, you hear a steamroller coming, you think, I'll get out of the way.
Yeah, you don't have the barriers, like everywhere else you go, it's all barriered off, and you can't get close, and you can't talk to the people. But there, it's just lovely. It's just really
You've
nice.
just got people walking around with red flags in front of them.
Yeah.
A lively
pace. What they do.
Oh, that sounds interesting.
Yeah,
you go to the steam trains as well. See the steam trains. Oh, sorry.
No, well, they had their own steam trains there. I mean, I can't sort of rate this show high enough. It is just so quaint. It is just.
Hello, Anne.
They had like lawnmower racing. They were just never known anything like it. It was just like wow. They were doing donuts in the middle. It was like, just a free for all out there. It was really good to see.
Yeah, but they weren't cutting the grass at the same time. They're taking the blades off. I've seen that. I've seen that racing. That's quite a good fun.
Yeah, it's definitely something to do, isn't it? Get you
sit on lawnmower and take the blades off, and then you just rag it around.
Yeah, pretty much.
Turning up the grass as opposed to cutting it.
I've seen one where they put a bloody 1600cc engine on it and it rolled off down the road.
That didn't turn the corner then, did it? That just all went straight ahead.
No, it was just a straight line job. Whoosh.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think I would have been taking a corner in it.
Yeah, it was quite impressive, definitely like, you can see the appeal, you know what I mean? Bit of far, it was fast and it was fun and it was just, people enjoying themselves.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
I think our council driver must have been doing that this week, practicing for it. He went roaring down the road, cutting the grass.
Yeah.
Roaring back the other way.
That normally turns up about 7 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
I'm thinking.
No, it wasn't that bad. It was during the day. I'll give you that. No, it's just the bin men who turn up at 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
Every Thursday, clang, clang.
Mind you, it is a vital municipal thing that we need to have done.
Oh, yeah. I wouldn't be without it. It's mainly the food waste that comes early.
Oh, the food waste.
The food waste. Yeah.
Are you both? I mean, I know Tim's Gosport. Are you Gosport, Harry?
No, I'm in Chelmsford.
No.
Chelmsford. They're saying that there's a the trash cafe in Gosport, and they sell like food that's going to go to landfill from the supermarkets, and I popped down
Oh,
there
yeah.
today, and I can't rate them highly enough. You can order online a food hamper, and it can either be delivered or you can pick it up and collect it. And yeah, they've just got food that is otherwise going to be wasted, and it can be donations, or you can buy the food hampers online. But I've had friends that have used it, and they said it's really good value for money, and it's a nationwide network that you can find on
Yeah.
Facebook.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Well done.
Well, have you seen what Lidl do? They do a box for £1.50. You know the big tomato boxes,
Yeah.
and it's just food that's going to go to landfill. So you don't know what's in there, and it's sort of, they can't sell it anymore, so they put it all in this one box. It's £1.50, and it's just you get whatever fresh vegetables are in there or fruit for the £1.50, and whatever's going to in there is in there. So you don't know what's going to be in there. You just take the box.
Oh, that's a
Sometimes
really.
there's grapes.
So how do you get there? How do you get there from Lidl? Do you have to order it, or do you just go in there at the end of the day, or?
It's a bit like when it's gone, it's gone. You just go in there. If they've got the boxes there, you just grab one and take it. You're just keeping an eye on it when they put them out. I think they put them out towards the end of the day.
Yeah.
And
well, we've got a place in Gosport High Street that's a place called C2U, which is a charity that looks after vulnerable people, looks after vulnerable veterans that are struggling at meetings and stuff like that. And they have they go out on a Monday and a Wednesday and a Friday, and they have sort of like it's a bit of a food bank, I guess. So they do that, and it used to be one of the councillors that lost his seat, but he's funding the whole place himself.
That's fantastic. Yeah.
So a big shout out to Gary.
Yeah.
Well, I noticed the food banks are now struggling because people just haven't got the money to donate food like they used to.
I suppose that's why it's, yeah. I mean, like just talking about what we've talked about tonight, like the Trash Cafe and Lidl. I mean, that's going to be helpful to people. I was in there today, and one of the NHS workers was there, and she had they don't obviously give out carrier bags, so she turned up there with a toxic waste bag and was taking some stuff.
I like her optimism.
Yeah. But I think they're all vital services we need now.
Yeah.
Yes, they are. They are.
Yeah.
And let's hope they still carry on going.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. I think the Trash Cafe, like I said, works off it. You can buy hampers, but also the fruit and veg that they have there within the shop, you can just pay. It's up to you how much you pay for the food.
Yeah.
So it makes it accessible to sort of everyone, really.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
Well, it certainly ain't going to get any easier for anybody, I don't think.
No.
With
Not for the next few years, anyway.
I think that's it, isn't it? It's as you know, it's just as and when it's going to happen, isn't it? I think it's at the moment it's just a slow decline, isn't it? But just waiting to see. I cannot imagine what might happen.
Well, I'm afraid Putin hasn't.
We've got another special guest dropping in tonight.
Oh,
right.
Yeah, we've got another special guest. We've got a live outside update from. Evening, Mark. How you doing?
Well, it took me about 10 minutes to try and follow your link, but I've done it in the end.
Can only apologise.
Is he on a lawnmower?
I think he is.
Yeah. Live from Hailing Island.
Oh, fantastic.
It's very sunny tonight.
So it's a motorbike night. So how many bikes there tonight then, Mark?
It is packed here tonight, unlike last week when there was no one here.
Yeah.
sunny, lovely. and warm.
Sun's brought them out. All these fair weather drivers, riders.
Yeah, I'm one of those.
Yeah, loads.
Healing Island's lovely. Is the tide in or out?
I've no idea. I can't see it from here.
Oh, right, okay.
I've got in
Well,
off
if his
the
feet
beach.
are wet, it's in.
I'm assuming it's in now because it was out. It was out this morning. So
Right, yeah.
Right, the time at the moment. Yeah,
Tim
it's
doing?
just after. Let's have a look. Yeah, just on a
He's
falling
trying to
tide
clean
now.
up.
So high water was at 6:30 at
There
Portsmouth.
you go.
There you go.
I can have a wander over there.
Oh,
That sounds like a two-stroke to me.
That is, that is.
That sounds like a
Yeah.
rusty old
but
bucket of bolts. Oh, what's that? GT 750.
750 Suzuki water bottle.
Has that got 3 into 1 on it? Or is it
No, that's-
three? Triple.
That's the
Triple
pipes
pipes.
on it. 3 pipes on it. Yeah.
They sound a lot better
Yeah.
with a single 3 into 1.
They sound lovely.
a bit more throaty.
So get a look about then. Just have a look at some of the bikes.
Oh, I'm going off to sea. I thought you wanted to see the sea. So.
I'm going to have a look at the sea first, are we?
It's lovely, Hailing Island, isn't it? It's beautiful down there.
Yeah, there's only one road on and off in it.
That is its only problem. A bit like West Witterings, though, isn't it?
Yeah. And on a Thursday
Yeah,
evening, all
yeah,
you've got
but-
is loads and loads of motorbikes going on. There you
The
go, Pete.
seaside.
That wind's a bit rough.
There's a bit of a breeze, I guess.
Beautiful.
Any boats out?
No boats about at the moment.
That's a
So
good
there's a
outside.
few bikes there tonight then, Mark.
Sorry?
There's a few bikes there tonight.
Oh yeah, there's packed again tonight. But they all got to about Havant last week and turned around and went home again after getting wet.
There's not a lot of chance of that tonight then.
No, it's gorgeous tonight.
No. Should be good next week as well.
It's going to be even hotter next week. But I don't know where I'm going to be next week because we're on holiday next week. So,
All right.
but we're just having days away.
Wicked.
Yeah, I've got to spend some time with her, haven't I?
Yeah.
Where you off
back on
to?
the bike.
I spent the last 2 weeks doing racetrack stuff, haven't I? So I've got to spend a week with her.
And then I guess the week after is at Silverstone, is it?
Brands Hatch.
Oh, it's Brands.
Brands Hatch for the super bikes, isn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll be doing that one.
I've just got my band through for the ride to the wall.
Oh, have you? I'll do mine
Yeah.
on the day. Last year we had it all up front and the stickers and everything.
Yeah.
But then at the end of it, there was no restrictions anyway, was there? So, and same as this year. And before I've always done it pay on a day. So
Yeah. I'm going from Northampton services. So I'm going up the night before to stop with a mate over in Peterborough and then we'll ride down together.
oh, okay. Yeah, well, I
That's-
could go up. I don't really know whether to go up on my own really, because going up with that crowd at it's all very well, but then they back off and leave you behind anyway.
Yeah. No.
Right.
Pardon me, sorry.
Right.
Right.
So, going to turn the camera around. Let's have a look at some motorbikes.
Yeah, it's 2-stroke corner.
Yeah.
The
You're
few
not on
more
your
there this
two-stroke
week.
tonight then?
Let's do that corner, and then you've got a lot of them are clearing off now, actually. So it was
All right.
packed earlier on when I got here. Yeah, as you can see, a lot of them coming past me at the moment.
Yeah. You have to watch out you don't get run over then.
I'm at the side of the track now.
Yeah, I noticed there was a lot of bikes coming up Dover this week.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was all coming up
What was
the
last
M.
weekend then?
No, that's this week.
All right.
Coming up.
Happy days.
Dover, we're going to Dover one day. We're going to the castle.
All right. Have a day out down the castle.
Yes. English heritage passes, so that should be nice.
Yeah. All good fun then.
Yeah. As you can see, that's coming towards the end of the bikes at the moment. That is an
Yeah.
XS 1100 over there.
Oh.
I've seen one
Don't see
for
many of them
years.
about nowadays.
No, W Edge, 1981, isn't it?
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then just at the top there, that's about the end of it, really.
All right.
So back up the upper ends.
All up round the calf, is it?
They are. They're all around that cap by in off the beach.
Happy days. So you're on holiday next week then?
Yes, last day tomorrow at work, and then 2 weeks off. And we're just doing day trips, so it should be pretty interesting.
Yeah. And Brand's in the middle of it.
Brand's at the end of it, I think that is.
Oh, the end of it.
Yeah. Yes. That's the 24th, I think.
Yeah.
Carisbrooke Castle on Tuesday, on the Isle of Wight.
Oh, very nice.
Mm.
Are you going to do Osborne House as well?
And Osborne House, yeah, we're doing both of them on Tuesday.
Yeah, because they're English heritage, aren't they?
Yeah, that's what we got passes for English heritage. So anything English heritage the next 2 weeks we'll be there.
You're going to flog it deaf.
Yeah, I'm too right we are.
Get your money's worth out of it.
Well, we are, but they're not our passes, so yeah, make the most of it, aren't we? Like I do
So
with
we've got a
everything
National Trust ones, but the trouble with the National Trust is that they're not around here. They tend to be all sort of a bit further north. So
else. You've got to travel, haven't you, really?
yeah,
This is back in the car park again now, so more bikes in the car park.
brilliant.
Not as many as there was earlier on, though, but
So you was a bit late getting in from work today then?
a little bit, yeah. Won't be tomorrow because we're tracking for that business tomorrow.
Yeah. Ain't got so far to go tomorrow then.
I think we've got Southampton.
Oh,
Bognor, I think. That's about 4 trips I think we're doing.
brilliant.
Doing it next week.
We've got another special guest coming on. So, are you ready?
Oh, what's up?
Good evening, Ella.
Hi,
you
how you
doing?
doing? I'm pretty good.
We're
What about you?
Another one in.
We're doing well, thanks. So we've got Harry, who is Stephen. So you need to change your name, Harry. We've got Louise and Mark.
Hi.
This is Ellie.
Hello, Ellie. It's nice
I had a
meeting
chat
you
with
all.
Ellie earlier in the week, and she came on the podcast. She got a fascinating story to come, but that's a little bit later. So you just did a break now, then?
Yes, I'm on my lunch break.
How's it gone?
Pretty good. I was just working in the workshop and cleaned up a little bit, and then I came out here. So it hasn't been really that busy today.
Excellent. So you've been playing in the workshop?
Yes, we are working on a research project and using a CNC machine. So I'm not going to bore you too much with the details, but it's been pretty interesting so far.
Wicked. So Ellie's going into, what is it? Tell us what you do.
For my
Reconstruction
summer
work.
research, yes. So I'm
Yeah.
working on 2 projects right now. One, I'm working with some PhD students to develop microfluidic channels, which is again, it's a lot of information, which I'm not going to like bore you with. And then the other one, it's dealing with neural prosthetics for the face.
Wow, fantastic.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, really good job. Yeah.
Well
Yeah,
done.
it's been a little bit hard. Thank you. It's been a little bit hard because my mentor has been out sick recently, so I'm just trying to figure it out on my own.
So, but I'm sure you'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Hopefully, yeah. What do you
Yeah.
all do for work?
What's that again?
What do you all do for work? I already know what you do, Tim, but
Yeah, I
I'm
know.
asking the other guests on here.
So, Harry,
Me, I drive a
what do you
truck.
do for work?
I
Drives a
drive a
truck
truck.
with glass.
Yeah, it's delivering glass all over the place.
Nice.
Sheets of it.
I do sports massage,
Apart
and
from that,
so work in a chiropractor's, and so yeah, I'm with you on the really interested in the neurotransmitting, so like facial, I suppose it's impairment and from stroke, so multi-purpose,
all right.
I would
Nice.
imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah,
Yeah, so for my project, it's more like helping trauma victims regain their facial expressions, but hopefully it will expand to like helping with motor movement of the mouth. So we'll see how far I can get it.
fantastic. Yeah,
All right.
it's going to be of a benefit to so many people.
Yes, exactly. Thank you.
Yeah.
Good.
And what
Sounds
do you
very
do, Mark?
interesting.
What do I do? I
Yeah,
accident repair recovery,
drives a
So-
breakdown truck.
breakdown truck, basically. Yes.
yes, involved in
Yeah,
the damage that gets caused that needs to be fixed.
That's right. Yeah. I go
Yeah,
and pick their cars up, take them back, and then get them fixed, and then take them back again.
yeah.
sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And as a hobby, you do up motorbikes.
I do detailing for bikes. And then like you saw last week, I was at Goodwood doing the Barasheen bikes, and then weekend just gone at Silverstone.
So how did you manage to get that gig then?
What, Silverstone?
Yeah, or the
Oh, I was
Barasheen bikes.
Oh, the Barasheen bikes. I just know the people with the bikes really, and when they get into Goodwood, they just want them to look good. So I just detail them while they're on the stand, basically, and then end up a crowd of people around me watching me.
Yeah. So you don't take them to bits and rebuild them, and then you just
No, not on the
wipe a
stand.
damp rag over them.
No. There's a little bit more to that than putting a rag over it, but yeah, basically I don't take them apart.
Bit of spit and polish.
Yeah, and I've done a
Get the WD-40 out.
1947, I think it was, wasn't it? AJS, and that came up beautiful.
Yeah,
For Sammy Miller, so he was happy with that.
excellent. So really good fun then.
It's all favours for favours, isn't it? And it gets me more tickets to get in the following day, so yeah, that was good.
Because it's not cheap, is it?
No, I think Friday was about £60 to get in now, and Saturday, and there's not particularly good days because by Sunday all the freebies have been given away by then. But that's £90 to get in on a Sunday and a Saturday. So your better day is Friday to get in there because all the F1 teams and that have got all their merchandise to throw away at that point.
Sounds like a bit of fun, that.
Yeah, it was a good laugh. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's gone for another year now, isn't it? So just superbikes
Yeah.
now, isn't it?
So do you go up there for the Goodwood Revival as well?
No, I only go to the festival speed. That's it, really.
Yeah. That's a huge amount of money just to go for the weekend, though, isn't it?
It is, but I don't pay, so it's not so bad, is it?
So you're glad
that's the
you
best way to
don't.
do it. Get a bung, get a freebie.
Get a freebie, yeah, and it's basically working all weekend, all 3 days anyway, so it's not as if you're
Yeah.
sitting around watching everything. So you don't see a great deal of anything else, just your bike, the assembly area, the start line, at the top of the finish, back down again, basically, that's it.
Yeah.
But I
Do you
enjoy
ever get a go? Do you ever get a go on it to drag up the hill and back?
Only when they're going back into the truck. Sometimes we can ride them, sometimes we have to push them up to the truck, but that's about it, really.
I guess they're worth a few bob.
Oh yeah, like the Suzuki that I pushed up last year, which was the championship winning Suzuki from the MotoGP. That's got to be worth £500,000, doesn't it? Really, so at least.
Yeah. Then you put some rider on it, and he goes and drops it. That's to rebuild the whole thing again.
That's it. And then the Baoshi bikes, well, they're just priceless, aren't they? Really?
Yeah. They'll never be recreated, will they?
No, and they're as they are, so they've just got to look nice all the time, really. So they just
Yeah.
on their ones, just a wipe over. You can't do anything more than that.
So what are you doing for your lunch then, Ellie?
Honestly, not much. I just had a quick lunch before this, and now I'm chatting with you all, so it's pretty casual. Yeah.
Yeah. So Ellie's in San Diego, over in
Los
California
Angeles.
there.
Yeah, pretty close.
Can I offer you a brownie,
No.
Ellie?
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. You're gonna have to
How it-
expedite ship it for me.
So
I'll
Ellie's been
overnight it.
stuffing his face all the way through.
I have.
Oh, blimey. I'm just going to mute you there, Mark.
That's
Yeah,
A bit noisy.
Oh, nice.
yeah. Motorbike's revving up.
that's in takeover, that one.
So what's the weather like
Yeah.
in San Diego?
I'm actually in Los Angeles, but I'd imagine it's pretty similar because it's been really hot recently. It's been, let me see if I can convert this to Celsius. I want to say like around maybe about
30.
37, 36 in the 90s.
Oh, lovely.
No, that's too high. That's too high. I messed that up. I think it's in the 30s,
Well,
right? Low 90 degrees.
we're just coming
Fahrenheit.
into our week of summer.
Yeah.
Yeah. 1 week.
Yeah, 1 week and they'll be all
Yeah.
over.
Mind you, we've had a couple of good weeks, haven't we?
Yeah, it's been slowly getting warmer. A couple of odd days, but it's been muggy and. But,
Wait, so are
other
all
than
of
that,
you in the UK right now?
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
you'll have to mute.
So Mark and I and Louise are all around the sort of south coast. And
Nice.
kill his mic. Them motorbikes, they drowned us all out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Harry's up in sort of the east coast.
Okay, nice.
I'm an Essex boy. Towie's my
Also,
name.
So what's the temperature like with you, Louise?
Oh, pretty much the same as yours, I would imagine. Sort of just, it's nice and sunny here at the moment. Yeah, good.
Yeah, well, I'm in the library tonight, so it's I've had to pull the curtains.
Did
Yeah.
you
Try to keep the books, keep the sun off the books.
I thought you'd be in the bar tonight.
Oh, hang on. I'll give us a second. I'll just nip through into the bar, shall I?
Yeah.
There we go. Nipped into the bar. So that's where we was last night, and the night before, we were down the yacht club on a boat, and I hung one on. I was a bit delicate yesterday, to be honest.
Yeah, so
What?
I've seen your
dropped his phone.
Yeah, not dropped. Again there.
That'll do a lot of good.
Yeah. Well, it's still working, Mark.
Still working, still working.
Are they all starting to clear off now?
Yeah, there's a few going now actually.
Yeah. So Mark's doing a live outside broadcast for us from Hailing Island. They have a bike evening there. Do you want us to show us a few more bikes? Yeah, blimey, it has thinned out a bit, hasn't it?
There's a lot gone there, isn't there?
Yeah. I suppose
Yeah,
they've got a
do
little
an
ways to
outside
go.
broadcast for you next week, Tim.
What's that?
I said I'll be able to do an outside broadcast for you next week.
Yeah, where are you going to be next week, Harry?
I'm going to be in Yarmouth next week.
Ooh,
Oh, Yarmouth. Oh, that'll
Good
be
old
fun.
Yarmouth.
Yarmouth. Great Yarmouth. Not Yarmouth, but
That's it.
Great Yarmouth. So, well, what we're doing? How are we doing for time? Whoa, 12 minutes past 8 here in the UK. So,
And in San Diego,
anyway, it's about midday there, is it?
what time is it in San Diego?
Oh, what
No,
time is it?
That's Los Angeles.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, it's 12 o'clock in the afternoon right now, so it's not as late as over there.
No. So it's great that
So
you'll be
you're,
able to come and join us. I mean, look at this. We're talking from around the world. I was chatting to a guy in Australia the other day, so properly around the world.
right.
So, right.
He'll come on tonight.
No, he couldn't make it. I did ask him, but
No.
it's halfway through the night there at the moment.
Yeah.
Right, I'm going to hand over to you for a minute or two, Harry.
Okay.
So you're in the chair. You control
I'm
it.
in the chair. Oh, thanks. Hello, everybody. What should we
Hello,
talk about
Harry.
now? Right.
Well,
the worsening crisis in Westminster. Yeah, that's a joke.
I suppose Ellie, have you heard our Prime Minister has just resigned?
Yes, I've heard this this morning. I saw the news.
Yeah. So how's
Yes,
the politics there with you?
just
I
as
mean,
bad.
you know, American politics. It is what it is at the end of the day.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone's going through it, but I wish there
Yeah,
was
they
more that
all
we could
promise
do.
the earth and give you nothing. Yeah. That's
Yeah,
about right.
yeah, I'm sure you've all heard about what's going on over here. So
Yeah.
there's
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes. Yes. There's a lot of things happening at the moment, isn't there?
Yeah,
And the Supreme Court isn't helping.
yeah. I think like everything that's happening internationally as well as domestically with us is just causing a lot of stress for everyone. So hopefully things
Yeah.
will turn around for the better soon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's hope so. Everywhere.
Yeah, yeah. I'm still holding on to that optimism. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, that's me back
We're
in the
all
room.
optimistic.
yeah.
Oh, Tim's back.
Sorry about that.
Oh, he's
It's that
working.
time of the evening. I had to be like a bit of a yo-yo. It's all too much. Finish my coffee.
Oh dear.
So, what's your plans for the weekend then, Ellie?
For the weekend, more
Yeah,
work. I really
more
don't have a
work.
break until I finish my research. So it's just working. Maybe go hang out with some friends back in downtown, but that's a bit of a drive from where I'm at right now.
So you just stay on campus and work yourself to death.
Pretty much, yeah. I'm living the life over here.
We have a saying: you have to speculate to accumulate.
Yeah.
That's the one.
You're in a speculation at the moment.
Yeah, I'm right now working hard but no partying. So
Well,
Yeah, you must be in the third year a student then, because the first 2 years is all about partying.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I graduate next year, so now I'm still like focusing on what I'm gonna do after I graduate. So it's just like building up the resume, working. You know how it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've all been down that road, sort of.
yes.
So, Mark, what you
Yes.
got planned for the weekend?
A nice, easy one, basically. Not too much.
Yeah.
We're going picture Saturday night to see Elvis, and that's about it, I think.
Oh, we went to see that the other day. It's quite good.
Yeah, she wants to go and see it. She's looking forward to that, so I thought I'd go along with her.
Yeah, it's quite a good film, really. It's trying to work out which parts is actually Elvis singing.
Oh, it's not.
Because
Is it actually? It's dubbed over the top of it, is it?
apparently so, but they reckon there's about, I think it's either 30 or 70% that
Nice.
it's the Elvis. So, but make your own mind up. Whichever way it is, it sounds quite good, and it's quite a good film.
It's 2.5 hours long, so yeah, keep us happy for a bit, isn't it, really? So.
Yeah.
And I'm
Which
looking forward to the
picture house are you
Minion
going to?
movie.
Which pictures are you going to?
I'm not sure if we're either going to Gunwolf or Port Solent, one of the two.
All right.
Port Solent we went to last time to see Maverick, and that's easy parking down there, isn't it? So
Yeah. And then you got the bars and that after.
no, we just go home after that. Got some jobs to do in the garden, I think, Sunday, and that's about it. And then we start our travels next week.
Brilliant. What are you up to the weekend, Lou?
I think I'm home this weekend, and I'll just catch up and play around with the horses and just get some gardening done and just have a bit of a home kind of bod this weekend, which would be nice if the weather's good.
It's forecast to be really good this weekend.
Yeah, so just
which
be a chill.
is good because I'm going to get the bike sorted out on Saturday. So I'm going to miss the rugby, unfortunately. So what are you up to, Harry, for the weekend?
Me, I'm getting ready to go away on Monday. So Charlotte wants me to put the pool up. Ready for her to dive in.
That'll be fun then.
So I should be erecting the pool over the weekend.
That'll take you all weekend to fill it up, won't it?
No, it only takes about an hour to put it up. He's filling it. It takes long enough.
It's just a paddling pool, is it?
No. It's 3 foot deep by 12 foot
hot
tub. Round. Hot tub ready up. Let's go in.
All right. Surprised you can afford to run it at the moment with the cost of energy.
Well, that's where the solar panels come in. They come in quite handy.
It's good on a day like today, and this weekend's looking really, really good. So
yeah.
Saturday.
Well, I look at the old. I've got the old magic meter over in the corner there, and we watch that. And during the day, it runs the whole house, everything.
Yeah.
But obviously in the evening, we then start paying.
Yeah.
So that's pretty good.
Yeah, so
it's not too bad.
The panels doing quite well. So I washed them off the other day, and it's increased the what's name on it, because they had all that sand on them, all that dust.
That's right.
So
I've got to go up and do mine in a
brush, and we washed them off, so they're far more efficient now, which is really good.
Yeah, that's what I've got to do. To go up there and wash them off.
Yeah,
that'll be fun. Catherine gets frightened when I'm up on the roof.
I'm not surprised.
Oh dear. Yes, I took Kevin up there last time.
All right. Kevin the Carrot.
That's the one.
Where is
Yeah.
Kevin the Carrot?
I'll show you
Kevin
Kevin the
the
Carrot.
Carrot.
Yeah. Hang on. Oh. I'll introduce you to Kevin and Katie.
Oh, we've got Katie now.
Yes,
You'll have
sorry
some
about
little
this.
ones before long.
Oh, sorry. There we go. See them?
Oh, there they are. Hold it steady.
There they are. Hold it steady.
Oh, bless.
There's Kevin and Katie.
A pair of carrots you got there. Or is that a little carrot as well?
And yeah, and
no, don't go with that. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Blooming noise.
got to liven it up a bit.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we got our own police force here, Ellie.
That's for the kids.
Yes, the grandchildren.
Yeah,
Keep them happy.
grandkids.
And the big kid here.
They're back from the honeymoon now then?
Yeah. I've been back over a week.
All right. Have they got any of the
They
pictures
enjoyed
back
it.
yet?
Yes, they have. We'll arrange to come over and see you sometime once they get the video.
Well, we'll see each other in a couple of weeks up at what's the name? Northampton.
Yeah. Well, Catherine's got the link, so she can show you.
Oh, hang on. Let's kill Mark's mic again. All that noise going in the background, we can't hear ourselves think. Yeah, so that.
Yeah, just to fill you in, ladies. Tim was the master of ceremonies at Michael's wedding. He wore his
the old mess kit.
Mess dress. Yeah. And I was in blues. So
yeah, it was a good old day. That was a lot.
It was very fun. Been a while since I've been in uniform.
It's been a while since I've been in uniform.
Yes.
I'm surprised I managed to fit into it.
I was surprised I managed to find one too fit. Yes, the years haven't been kind to the frame.
No. So
yes,
Harry's first job when he left the army, he worked as a ball grinder.
Yeah. I used to make ball and roller bearings. That was my first job when I came out young. And then,
what do you do for a living, Harry? I'm a ball grinder.
Oh, a ball. So, yeah, those were the days. That's all shut down now, all gone.
Yeah.
Everything's bought in from abroad.
Been in uniform. We got on the 17th up at Ely. We got a regimental day up there for Royal Engineers.
Oh, is that? Where's that?
Ely Cathedral.
All right.
Oh, Ely.
Yeah. Is that Vikings? Is it?
Is that what, sorry?
Is that the Vikings or poachers?
Pompadours.
Pompadours. Of course, you was a Pompadour, weren't you?
Yes.
Say, Harry and I should have been Pompadours by rights. We ended up as poachers.
Yeah. But now they're stillbacks. There's no such thing as Pompadours anymore. They've all died off now, isn't it? So
yeah.
Killed all the battalions off.
So is that like a regimental gathering, is it? Or a battalion
every
gathering?
year they have a service up there. They had one up there last year, but it only lasted about 20 minutes and everyone went their separate ways again afterwards. But this year it's back to being quite a big one again, and march on the the green outside afterwards.
Yeah. And I'll sort of turn to for a beer or two after.
Hopefully, unless they'll disappear off early again, right? But we're off
Yeah.
the following day because that's on the 17th. So we haven't, we can stay as long as we like on that one. So it's not too much of a rush like it was the last couple of years.
Well, we've got the rugby up at Seisden the day before the gathering. We've got there's normally more pompadours turn up for that than there's anything else. So hopefully, because it's in a poacher area, there'll be a load of poachers turn to for it.
Yes.
You've got kids screaming in the background.
Well, here.
Yeah.
Yeah, a couple of kids turned up, look at the bikes.
Get them started young. That's it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to make a move now, go and get me dinner anyway. So I'm going to say
All right,
goodbye
Mark. Thanks for turning to, and we'll catch up with you next
Bye,
week.
Mark.
Okay then.
Bye, Mark.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Ta-ra.
Bye.
Bye.
Tim, I better make tracks as well. I better get my
All right.
dinner, work tomorrow. But thank you for inviting me on, and lovely to
No,
speak to you, Ellie. Really impressed by the work that you do.
Thank you.
Lovely to chat and find out that it's all happening. Yeah, and good luck with it all.
Thank you. So nice meeting you.
Yeah, nice to meet you too, Ellie. And nice to meet you too, Harry. And I'll see you soon, Tim.
I'll see you in the morning.
Right, we'll do.
Bye, Lou.
Okay, keep safe, everyone. Bye. Bye.
Take care. Bye.
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 There you
Oh,
go.
they're all leaving now.
Oh, yeah. It's a bit like the government, isn't it? They're all leaving.
Yeah. they're all resigning very quickly.
Clearing off, doing one.
Yes.
So, Ellie,
Yes.
what do you got planned for this
last
afternoon?
one-
What time are you back in the class?
I have to be back in the lab at 1 o'clock because we're using 3D printers. So we have to go through some training for that.
Ooh.
And then I'll just be spending some time working with that for the rest of the evening.
So the 3D printers then is that like is that hard stuff, or can you like 3D print silicon?
So it's just for printing out the mold, and then we're going to put silicone in the mold. But the hard part is making sure that the mold can be printed in less than like 3 days because our material is so small. We had to like do some test trials yesterday, and our first try, it said it would take 52 hours for it to fully be printed. So we had to go in, change our design completely, and hopefully it'll take only 6 hours instead of 50. Yeah.
That's
Let's
a proper
hope so.
test, isn't it?
Yeah. But yeah, it's a lot of problem solving, working with the team, trying to figure out how things work, especially since I've never used a 3D printer before. So this is all very new to me.
Yeah.
I guess have you got some experts on the hand, sort of a professor to sort of tell you how to use it and
Kind
all
of.
that sort of thing, or you having to sort of work it out for yourselves?
We have PhD students, but I think they assume that we know a lot more than what we actually know. So oftentimes we're just like going back in and bothering them with questions. But I think they're going to give us a nice tutorial today.
And I guess they don't know as much as you think they know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the
sounds like a lot
saying,
of
you
fun.
don't know what you don't know. You just have to kind of
That's
try and
it.
see what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
So you
should imagine
have to
like
design your print to start with, do you?
Yeah, so it's all online. We use CAD. Don't ask me what that stands for because I don't know.
Computer aided graphics or something, is it?
Yeah,
CAD?
something
No,
like that.
computer aided draw.
designing. Yeah, something like that.
Oh, I've only gone and missed one. Oh, do we know this person?
Oh, that's my mom.
Hello,
your
Mum.
mum, is it?
Yeah.
You told her you was going to be on.
Yeah, I told her I was going to be on this, and now she's watching.
Hello,
Ask her
Mum.
to click the like button.
Yeah, Mom, can you click the like button, please?
And the
She's gonna like text
subscribe
me
button.
after the show.
So I only just noticed that turn up there. So,
So how far away from home are you?
I am 5
Ellie?
hours by driving, so I'm not too far because I'm still in the same state. My folks are up in San Francisco right now, so that's like 5-6 hours driving. An hour. There she is. Yeah, and it's an hour flight, so not that bad.
So you stay on campus, do you?
Yeah, right now I'm staying at the campus that I'm researching at. So it's been nice, there's not that
Right.
many people here, but it gets a little bit lonely because there's not that many students on campus.
I suppose they've all broken up now for the summer holidays, have they?
Yeah, they're all with their family or like back home or doing their own research out of state. So everyone's doing their own thing. Hmm.
Yeah, because you
So
have
when did
about
they all
3
start
months.
back?
Excuse me?
I say
When
you
do
have
you all
about
start back?
3
Is it like the
months
1st of
summer
September?
holidays. don't you?
You got a definite delay, Harry.
Yeah.
I certainly
Your
have.
internet's a bit your internet's a bit slack this evening. You're lagging behind.
I'll
Mind
beat it
you
up in
always
a
do
minute.
lag behind a bit.
Bloody cheek.
I have more fun than Blackpool.
Oh dear.
But there again, I'm in the bar already.
We've drove you to drink.
Yeah. So do they all start back around about the 1st of September?
Yeah, pretty much.
So, same as sort of Hogwarts.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't know much about Hogwarts. I just know that
Oh, you
my
went
friend,
to Ilvermorny.
yeah. My friends that were really into it, they wanted me to take like those quizzes that tell you which Hogwarts house you're in, but I don't know what any of it means.
All right. So
Yeah.
which house did you get put into then?
I got Ravenclaw.
Ah.
Yeah. What about
I
you?
did
Ravenclaw.
I did it 4 times, right?
Mhm.
4 times I did it.
Okay.
Every time I ended up in Slytherin.
Whoa. Ooh.
And the scariest thing is that my Patronus every time was a Manx cat. So
what
a
does that
cat
mean?
without a
Like a
tail.
Patronus, a cat without a tail. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, that's my Patronus.
Nice.
But there you go.
I'm trying to
And
remember
I
what
haven't
I
done
got
it.
for
I
mine.
can't be bothered. I've watched the films, but I don't get into all that stuff.
Kind of like on the opposite
So,
boat. I didn't watch the films, but my friends got me in on the personality stuff.
All right.
Yeah.
So we still haven't had anybody phone in yet, have we?
No.
We've had nobody phone in this week. That's a shame. We could do with somebody to phone in. So if there's
Ellie,
anybody
I'm
out there,
more into Gru and the Rise of Gru and the
Oh,
Minions.
the Minions movie? I haven't been to that one yet. I've been planning on watching
Have you
it sometime.
not?
No, not
Yeah.
yet. I went.
Where are we?
I don't know where you are. What
There's
are you?
me Minions.
no.
What? Oh my god. So cute.
You couldn't make
Yeah.
it up.
Yeah.
You
I went
gotta
to
have
the
a hobby.
theater. Yeah, I went to the theater and I watched the new horror movie, The Black Phone. But I was
All
telling my
right.
friends maybe we should watch the Minions instead because it's a lot more, lighthearted, not so scary. But they vetoed the idea, so we went and watched the horror movie instead.
I thought the Minions
Yeah.
was a horror story.
I mean,
You
probably for the
Philistine.
parents. Yeah.
Actually, no, there's quite a lot of adult humour in the Minions movies.
Yeah.
Very much amount.
Yeah. So
Goes over the kids' heads, I know that.
so
Oh,
so we went to see the Elvis film last week, and that was quite good.
tell me the
And
end.
He dies.
Oh, damn. It's like when Catherine went to see Titanic, I said, why are you going to watch that? You know the ship sinks at the end.
And then a few weeks ago, we went to see The Secrets of Dumbledore.
That's
And
a good one.
That's the kind of the best one so far, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, the first one was quite good. The second one was a bit, but the Secrets of Dumbledore is quite good. They put a lot of thought and effort into it. Mind you, they had a lot of time to do it, didn't they? During COVID
Yes.
and everything. Apparently, it got rewritten a couple of times. So,
Yeah. I
so
think
we're all good on that one.
the ones after the Harry Potter bit, can't think of the names of them now. But
I was the
as you
Fantastic
say, they're
Beasts.
good. That's it, the Fantastic Beasts.
Yeah, they're coming into their own. Actually, they are quite good.
They are
now.
a bit, yeah.
I think there's a definite story that's unfolding. I'm not sure. I can't work out where she's going to take it. I mean, we kind of know what's going to happen in the end because Dumbledore does defeat Grindelwald in 1945 because that's in Hogwarts history.
Yes.
But how?
It's all right.
She's
We're doing a Hogwarts history lesson here.
Yeah. I'm learning a lot, though.
I mean, this is a show that you'll find out loads of different things.
You might not want to know, but you'll find out.
Yeah, you'll find out anyway. So, yeah, so that's what's going to happen. But how they get there is something else. It'll be quite interesting to see what they come up with the next two films because it's a 5-film franchise that they're pushing.
Yeah.
So, how she thinks of this stuff is beyond me.
She's got a very creative mind. I mean, considering she started off writing, she started off writing that in the local cafe.
Yeah.
And she went there just to keep warm because she didn't have 2 pennies to rub together. And now she's as rich as the Queen.
Yeah.
Just goes to show you, Ellie.
Certainly a lot richer than me. So we haven't had anybody clicking the like button. And
have you not?
How many people have actually subscribed to the channel?
2.
Yeah. Bizarre. It's bizarre. I mean, we flog ourselves to death every week. We come up with with fascinating
I'm like
content.
a bad penny. I keep turning up.
Yeah. So, and then we get special guests on like Ellie, Lou.
Yeah.
And then we get Mark that turns up as well, doing his live outside broadcast from Hailing Island motorbike evening. Yeah. It's I mean, on a nice evening like this, I mean, 1,200 motorbikes turn up all down the beach. And I mean, the cafe's still open, but I mean, the queue must go back to Wittering.
I was going to say you have to get there early to get in front of the queue.
Absolutely. So, but Mark was running late today. He pinged us earlier and said that I've only just got home from work. I need to get out and I'll jump in halfway through. It's fine. Don't worry. We ain't going anywhere. We're going to be here at the same time next week. 7 till 9, Greenwich Mean Time. Or it's British summertime at the moment. We've got an hour on the Greenwich Mean Time. Yes. So it'll be like we go from 11 till 1 Pacific time. Check me out.
Yes.
I know these things. So we get guests coming from around the world.
Oh, hang on a minute.
They know it. Oh no. Let's drop him down out of the way. He's only got a phone call coming in, isn't he?
Probably.
So let him take his phone call.
Yeah.
So what do you think to the show so far?
I think I really like it. I like the energy. All of you seem to really know each other really well, which is really nice to see. It's just like,
Well,
as you said.
yeah, people know me,
Mhm.
and then I introduce them to other people that come in that don't know each other.
Oh, that's so
So,
nice.
so that was Louise's first time into the show this week, and I'll see Louise tomorrow morning. She's gonna knock me about for an hour. I get this. It's like a sports massage, but it's a bit more than that. She just knocks lumps out of me, and it's taken 8 months now. I think I've been going to see her, and I mean I can do that now, whereas before, I mean I was like that.
Yeah.
I was rock solid. I could barely move, and she's really worked wonders at freeing stuff off. We've still got some work to do, mind, but she's doing great.
Yeah,
So
I mean, after telemarketing skiing, you're gonna need it.
yeah. I mean, just some of the stuff that I put this old carcass of mine through, I'm surprised I can do anything.
Yeah, exactly. Feel the same way too.
Yeah. So should we bring Harry back? No, keeping you awake, are we, Harry? Who was out on the phone?
We are a bit. I've got to be up at 3 in the morning.
Oh, grief.
I know, it's
Outrageous.
terrible, isn't it?
Where are you going tomorrow? Somewhere nice?
No, I'm co-pilot tomorrow. I'll just be sitting in the passenger seat,
Oh, you'll have
snoozing.
your head down then. Yeah. So soon as you're out the yard, bump, gone.
That's it.
Wake us up when we
Turn
get
left
there.
here.
So, well, how come you're being driver's mate then? Is this a new boy? Is it you've got to show the ropes?
No, it's just that they haven't got too much work on tomorrow. But I might get in there and they've got another job for me. Depends.
Oh, right. Have to wait and see
Moment,
then.
things are getting a bit expensive in the glass game, so
I bet.
a lot of
Well,
people are cutting back.
I'm not surprised the way you keep smashing it.
Well,
So, anyway, I've got a good day tomorrow. I'm seeing
have you?
Louise at 10. Yeah, seeing Louise at 10
All
for
right.
an hour. She's gonna knock the crap out of me. And then afterwards we're going over to the senior rates mess on HMS Victory.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. So we're going on board
with the Jack Tars there.
Yes, Johnny Jack Tars and taking a Dutch with me. Did you understand any of that, Ellie?
No, I just smile and understand.
So have you heard of HMS Victory, which was
No.
Admiral Lord Nelson's flagship?
Okay.
So it's still a flagged. It's the second Sea Lord's flagship, and it's still a Royal Naval vessel, although it's in dry dock and it's from 17. I think they built it in 1794.
Yep.
Maybe a bit earlier than that.
Is that right?
And we gave the French a bit of a bloody nose at
Yes.
Trafalgar in 1805. So Lord
He
Nelson
said, "Go away, you nasty people."
Yes, you French ruffians.
You French ruffians, take that.
Yes. You cheese-eating Serengeta monkeys. Yeah, so
Yes.
but on
And,
the back end of the ship is the senior rates mess, and on a Friday lunchtime they have what we call a meat raffle. So you go in there for a pint and they have a meat raffle, and they raffle off a load of meat on a Friday. So we've been invited onto that for tomorrow lunchtime.
Oh, that's exciting. You know,
Yes.
I was just kind of thinking, it's kind of funny to compare the dialects between when you speak and when I'm trying to speak. Like when you said, I'm going to go get a pint. it takes a while for me to process what's going on. But I have at least this question for you. So you know how Americans, they usually imitate British accents? Do
Yep.
British people imitate
Yes.
American accents in the same manner?
Have I got have I got a Yank accent? Oh yeah, I have. Yeah, don't go to New
I think
Jersey.
down south, like, you know, deep down south.
How
In the
y'all
bayou.
doing?
Which is the biggest load of crap going there.
Yeah, come from Texas. Yes, ma'am, I come from Texas. Yo, coming from Texas?
All right, I'll admit that was pretty good. It's pretty good.
And that's don't go to New Jersey.
I used to be able to do a Brooklyn accent, but I can't do it anymore for some reason.
Yeah, I can't do a British accent, so I'm just not gonna try. Not trying to offend anyone here.
Yes, you need the Dick Van Dyke School of British. Not very good.
Say, old chap.
I see. Don't take the mickey out of Dick Van Dyke.
Oh, right out, Ginger. Clocks away.
Yes, let's fly over here. Oh, look, it's that nasty Hun. Yes, to give you
I saw the damn busters.
What is it? A quick rundown of Cockney. It's I'm just going up the rubber-dub-dub for a pig's ear and meet the trouble and strife. Which is, I'm going up the pine and I'm going to meet the wife. If you can't process that, don't worry.
Yes, and then we've got no card. No card. Yes.
No coward. Oh, I see.
Yes, no. I love a no card play. He's great. I love no card. I do love a farce.
He is typically British.
Yeah. Brush up your Shakespeare.
And then we have the Blackadder School of I have a plan.
I have a plan. And then you've got the Goon Show.
What? Neddy Seagroom? What?
Yeah, I mean, so if you take us anywhere, you have to take us back to apologise.
Sorry.
Yes. I say, what's it like over there, dear?
It's not so bad over here.
Yes, the Goon Show was a radio series back in the 1950s, 60s, wasn't it?
Yeah, 50s, 60s.
Yeah.
Show started off in the 50s.
Goon Show.
You had a long time ago, that.
Quite a long time ago.
And then, of course,
it was Min. Min. What are you doing, Min? I'm not doing anything.
My name's Sandy. This is my friend Julian.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Yes. What is it?
And what is your name? Don't tell him, Pike.
Then you got. I should think you've seen the. Have you never seen any of the Monty Python series, Ellie?
I have not, no. So just really funny to see you all like do these impressions with just no context.
Not even understand it, yeah, go.
Yeah.
You have to get into Monty Python's. And I suggest that The Life of Brian is probably the funniest.
Don't forget the dead parrot sketch. This parrot is dead. He is deceased. He is no more.
It is an
No, look,
experiment.
it moved. Then he goes into the cheese shop. What cheese have you got? Oh, we got this cheese, that cheese, the other cheese. I just want some cheddar. Oh no, we haven't got any cheddar.
Yeah, I
You're
would
a
definitely
cheese
look
shop.
into it.
And then you got the 4 candles.
Oh,
Right.
that's the two Ronnies.
The 2 Ronnies.
Yes, they're
Can I have 4 candles? No,
he puts
4
4
candles.
candlesticks on the
Candles
thing.
for folk.
Candles for forks. And I want some hose. So he brings up a hose and puts it on the table, and he goes, "No, hose for the door."
Oh, dear.
We're going right over Ellie's head here.
Totally lost. You can see it's there.
No,
Yes.
I wrote some things down, so I will
Blank
definitely
expression.
check it out. I'm trying my best over here to like keep up with it.
I think you might need to bring some friends in.
Yeah.
And don't forget
But
the
unfortunately,
magical series, Hello. This is Natok calling London. Hello, Natok. You stupid woman.
Oh, Renee.
Renee. Oh, Renee. That's
Blimey,
another
I'll tell you what. That 2 hours is flashed by.
It
We're
has.
nearly at the end of the show.
Oh, blimey.
Crazy.
Thank you for seeing us, Ellie. Livening it up.
well, I do have to go to the lab really soon, but thank you so much for having me here and for teaching me about Hogwarts and all these accents and impressions. I'm definitely going to check out the series you mentioned. But it was so lovely meeting you all. And nice seeing you again, Tim.
It's been an absolute
Catch
pleasure,
most
Ellie.
on YouTube. If you ever get a chance, look up the 2 Ronnies and Hello, and Dad's Army. There you go. That'll help keep you going.
Yeah, keep going mischief for a while.
I'll look at it after
Nice to
my
meet you,
lab
Ellie.
research is done for today. Nice meeting you too. All right, take care.
Take care,
Okay.
Ellie. Look after yourself.
You
And I hope your
Bye-bye.
research goes well.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Okay.
Keep in touch.
Bye-bye.
That's Ellie gone. Right.
That's
So
Ellie gone.
just the 2 of
It's
us
the
left.
final 2.
So
Gruesome twosome.
yeah. So what we're
Hang on
going
a
to do
minute.
next week? We're going to have live outside
I'm
broadcast.
just going to
all over
shout
the
at
place.
someone. Alexa, lights on. Hey!
Grief. What's happened there?
And then there was light.
And then there was light. They put the lights on. Hello. Anyway, right. Next week. You're away up in Great Yarmouth.
Well, if
So
I
I'm
get a
gonna try and
chance,
get
I'll
him-
try and come on. It won't be for
Yeah.
long.
All right.
We'll
No
be-
dramas at all. You'll have to put the Williams to bed.
Yeah,
Or
we'll have
on the beach or whatever.
LJ with us. So I'm sure he'll love seeing you.
Yes. We'll have a chat.
Yeah.
Yeah, so coming week, what we got on the coming week? You're off to Dewberry, what's it thingy, Bob? I've got a few recordings to do next week. That's about it. And then of course we're live again next Thursday evening from 7 o'clock until 9 o'clock British summertime, and we'll have another fun-packed filled show for you. Yes, and we'll see what unfolds during the week. I mean, today has been mental. I mean, this week's been something anyway, where you've never seen it, never seen anything like it. I mean, they've been in with a bayonet and everything, and they're desperate to drag him out of there.
It was too brute. Yeah.
It's almost one of those moments in history you say, where was I on this date? So,
Well, they was saying on the radio today that Boris Johnson will have been the shortest serving Prime Minister ever. He
yeah,
managed to get quite a few things done.
he has. And I mean, let's face it. I mean, when he came in, who thought it would be where we are now with the 2 years of COVID? I mean, hindsight, he got that pretty wrong.
Well, yeah,
But,
I mean,
I mean,
it was a pandemic. We don't know what.
Yeah,
It was a case of learning as you go along, wasn't it?
after we got out of that first lockdown, could they have done better? Did they need to put us back into another lockdown once they got the proper facts instead of getting the Chuckle Brothers to keep instilling fear into the population? Well,
Yeah.
hindsight's a good thing. Ask Dharma that. He's good at hindsight.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. These things. We're not going to let it wind us up. We're not going to let it get to us. But
No.
it's certainly going to be interesting to see how it all unfolds over the next few weeks. And
Let's see who they put in his place.
It's going to be a test. I mean, they've got a massive. You've got a massive.
They was on about Dominic Rath in. Dominic Rath in charge.
Dominic Rath, putting him in as caretaker until they what's name, because he said he ain't going to stand, but he has stood in for Boris in the past when he was in hospital, wasn't he? So I mean, that's probably the wisest thing to do.
Oh, Michael Gove. They was talking about him being Prime Minister. I thought, no way.
Well, he is a leaver. The worst possible thing is to put a remainder in, and
yes,
that would be devastating.
Definitely
on when they are there. Anyway,
they're
Harry,
still there. All right, then, Tim.
Still there. You take it easy. I'm going to drop you down. I'm going to finish the show off, and then I'll have a quick parley with you before you scarper.
Okay, mate. Speak to you soon.
Yep. Well, that's it. That's the end of another Thursday live stream. Hope you've enjoyed it. I mean, I brought in a few guests this time, and we had Harry turned up as normal. My cohort, Louise turned up. Louise, I see once a week, and she's fantastic. And then we had Mark turn up with the bikes, and we also Ellie from she's across in Los Angeles at the moment, and she's got a fascinating story. And I'll let you know when she comes out. We had a really, really good chat earlier in the week, and her story is fascinating. So, without too much further ado,
the Tim Heale Thirsty Thursday live stream from 7 until 9 weekly. Here's your host, Tim Heale.
There you go. That's it. Thank you, everybody, for joining in. And remember, you can always join the show. Just ping me a message, and I'll give you the link, and you can come on the show and have a chat. In the meantime, thank you for listening. Subscribe, like, comment, and share. You know the way forward. Thank you so much. Au revoir. Bonne chance.